Assalamu alaikum dear student. How are you all? I hope you are all well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to NIVS Homeschool. I am Nasima Akter, Assistant Teacher of Science, National Ideal English Version School, Morning Shift. Dear student, today I am going to take a science class for class 7 student. Dear student, our today's topic is chapter 6 and this is according to our government syllabus. Our today's topic is chapter 6 and today we will discuss lesson 1, 2, 3 of this chapter and this is lecture number 32. So student, let us start today's class. You can see here is lesson 1 and 2 and in your book here is the chapter. The name of this chapter is Structure of Matter. The name of this chapter is Structure of Matter. And this is page number 60. And here is lesson 1 and 2. Structure of matter. In our surrounding, we can see different types of matter. We use them in various works. Just after waking up in the morning, we use water to wash our face and hands. This water is a matter. Similarly, chalk, sugar, salt, iron, copper, etc. all are matters. What are these matters made of? What is the reason of the variation of matter? Now we will learn about this. The reason of variation of matter is its structure. The reason of variation of matter is its structure. As the structure of matters is different from one another, they look different also. So, their properties become different as well. For that reason, they are used in different works according to their properties. Now, let us take a look at the structures of some of our widely used matters. Let us talk about iron and copper first. The iron we use in various works is mainly made of some small iron particles. Here is iron particles. You can see here. And this is similar to copper. Copper is made of some small particles of copper. That means iron made up of small particles of iron and copper made up of small particles of copper. That means iron consists of only one component. Likewise, only some small particles of copper will be found by breaking copper and it consists of only one component as well. That means if we break iron, we will find iron, and if we break copper, then we will find copper properties. Then the matters that are made of only one component like iron and copper is called element. The matter that are made of only one component like iron and copper is called element. Like iron and copper, our known hydrogen and oxygen are also made of only one component and they are elements as well. Now listen. Now here we can see here is hydrogen and this is oxygen. The figure is hydrogen and oxygen. They are also elements. Salt and sugar are the two most essential matters of our daily life. Salt is a matter which is made of two different components named sodium and chloride. Sodium and chlorine, and sugar is made of three different components named carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. That means our salt is made of two elements, sodium and chlorine, and sugar made of three different components named carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. If we start to break salt or sodium chloride, the large particle of salt will turn to small particles. That small particles will become smaller, and then smallest it will no longer be seen with bare eyes. Though it is a small molecule of salt, there is no sodium chloride in it. Sodium and chlorine will be found by breaking the molecule. That means two different molecules will be found here. You can see this is salt, and we can found two types of molecules, sodium and chlorine. And if we break this, we found sodium chloride, and if we break this, then we will find sodium and chlorine. Similarly, if sugar breaks, three different components will be found. The matter that is made of more than one component of different properties like salt and sugar is called compound. I am repeating this. The matter that is made of more than one component of different properties like salt and sugar is called compounds. And the matter that are made of only one component like iron and copper is called element. Now, who doesn't know about rusting on iron? If dark grey colored iron made rod, which is an element, is kept outside for some days, red brown colored layer named rust will be seen. Actually, with the presence of vapor, an element, that means this iron, conducts reaction with another element named oxygen and create rust, which is a compound called iron oxide. It can therefore be said undoubtedly that a compound substance consists of two or more elements. Now, mixture. Stir a glass of water by adding some salt into it. Such substance with salt and water is made of more than one more matter, which is called mixture. Similarly, air is also a mixture where different matters like nitrogen, oxygen, vapor, etc. exist. It is also noticeable there that air is such a mixture where both the matter element and compound exist. On the other hand, both water and salt that exist in the mixture are called compounds. Students, now lesson 3, smallest particle theory. In the previous lesson, we have seen that if we continue breaking elements and compound, it will turn into small particles. Over the time, scientists and philosophers had proposed different theories on these small particles. During 400 BC, the first theory on small particles of matter was given by Greek philosopher Democritus. According to him, every matter is made of some small invisible particle which cannot be broken anymore. He called such small particles atom. The word atom came from the Greek word atomos, which means indivisible or things that cannot be broken. During that time, two contemporary philosophers of Democritus named Plato and Aristotle stood against the theory. According to Aristotle, matter are continuous and they have no limit of division. That means if breaking continuous, the particles will become smaller and smaller. During 1803, John Dalton, an English scientist, gave a theory based on the experiment information on small particles of matter. This theory is called Dalton's atomic theory. According to Dalton, elements are made of extremely small particles called atoms. All the atoms of an element are same. The atoms of an element are identical in size, mass and chemical properties. Atoms of one element are different from other element. That means atoms of different elements differ in size, mass and other properties. Compounds are made of more than one element. Atoms of different elements combining in simple whole number ratios form compounds. In chemical reactions, atoms cannot be created or destroyed. Only they are joined with and separated from each other. So dear student, I have finished my today's topic. And student, we will give you assignment according to our government instruction soon. So you have to do this assignment properly and you have to do this on white page. Like this, you can use like this page and you have to do this assignment by yourself. Okay. And this assignment on cover page you have to write your roll number, your class name and the subject name clearly. We will inform soon about your science assignment. So dear student, stay home and we'll see you again in our next class. Till then, Assalamu alaikum. Thank you.